Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock-related queries. In case you're here for the first time, well, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. That's where you send me all your questions about the stocks in your portfolio or on your watch list where you're unsure of how you should be moving forward. Top market experts will be joining in on the show with me to help you, guide you on your stock-related portfolio, whether you're in the right set of stocks at the right price at this point in time, what is the exact strategy that you must adopt. Well, you can also log on to YouTube on Business Today as our channel and go on to Daily Calls Live and then look at the comment section there. There are a lot of questions already coming in. You can also send me your questions and I'll be happy to take some of those queries with our guests as well in trade today. Let me quickly welcome our guest on board. We are joined by Jatin Gedia. He's the technical research analyst at Mirae Asset Share Khan and he's going to be sharing market views as well as answering your queries today. Jatin, warm welcome. Good afternoon to you and good to have you with us today. It's been a tepid day so far in the first half of trading session that we've seen thus far after yesterday's cuts that we saw, and we are looking at tomorrow the expiry session as well. The series as a whole has actually had a lot to celebrate as well, but towards the fag end we are seeing some nervousness. How are you looking at the markets right ahead of the expiry?
Good afternoon, everyone. So, as far as the May series or the monthly expiry is nearing, what we observed is that more or less it has been a range bound kind of an expiry. Yes, during the initial phase of the expiry, we did witness some huge gap downs as well as gap ups, and thereafter, mostly it has been a range bound expiry. So, since last couple of weeks, we are almost trading in this 500 point kind of a range, that is 24 500 on the downside and 25 100 on the upside. So broadly it's the second half has been more or less of a range bound kind of a price action. Now going ahead into tomorrow's expiry, we believe that the crucial level to watch out for on the downside is 24,600, wherein the 20-day moving average is placed. And on the upside, the 25,000 mark remains a very stiff resistance. So, even tomorrow's trading session, we are expecting this range bound price action to continue. The broader market, however, has been going very strong. The mid cap and the small cap index yesterday also closed in the green, marginally in the green, but they were in the green. So, in that sense, the broader market is outperforming. However, the index is trading within a range.
Okay. Let's start taking some questions, Jatin, and we'll keep coming back for your views on the sectors and stocks as well. We have a lot of viewers joining in on YouTube. Sandeep, Moria, Mahi, Avdish, Jairami Reddy, all of them are joining in. Welcome to everybody with their first set of questions that you're sending in. Let's take Sandeep Pancharia's question first. He says, I have Vedanta shares in my portfolio. 100 shares is what I have at the price of 388. I want to know whether I can continue to hold on to my position or should I book profits and move on. 445 is the current level. His entry price was 388. Should one book profits or stay on?
Yeah, see, in the case of Vedanta, I think his partial profit booking is advised, and the remaining partial he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss of 435. So, in case the price moves even higher, then he should be able to take advantage of that. So, I suggest 435 as a trailing stop loss and do some partial profit booking as well. On the upside, 460, 465 is the level around which we are expecting this rally to continue.
Okay, got that, Sandeep. I hope this has answered your question. Let's take the next one. This one is from Avdish Thakur. He says, I have two questions. One is on power grid and the other one is Piramal Pharma. दोनों में करंट लेवल पर बाय कर सकते हैं क्या या फिर वेट करें कुछ और लोअर प्राइसेस के लिए? मीडियम टू लॉन्ग टर्म का नजरिया रख के निवेश करना है. पावर स्पेस से पावर ग्रिड और फार्मा स्पेस से पिरामल फार्मा, दोनों के ही टेक्निकल चार्ट्स देखकर बताइए जतिन, कहां पर अभी आप निवेश की सलाह इनको दे सकते हैं? अगर मीडियम टू लॉन्ग टर्म का नजरिया हो, बेहतर चार्ट्स कहां हैं?
देखिए दोनों ही चार्ट्स में अगर जो मुझे एक स्टॉक चुनना होगा तो वो पावर ग्रिड होगा. द प्राइमरी रीजन भी कि पावर ग्रिड में जो ट्रेंड है वो मीडियम टर्म जो ट्रेंड है वो पॉजिटिव है, क्योंकि उनका होल्डिंग का पीरियड लॉन्ग टर्म है, तो उसके लिए इसके लिए मैंने लॉन्ग टर्म के चार्ट्स एनालाइज किए हैं और हमें लगता है कि पावर ग्रिड का जो लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रेंड है वो अभी भी पॉजिटिव है। हमें लगता है कि रिसेंट के जो पिछले 4-5 हफ्तों से कंसोलिडेशन देखने मिल रहा है वो एक हमें लगता है कि एक कंसोलिडेशन है और फिर से एक अप ट्रेंड रिज्यूम हो सकता है पावर ग्रिड में। तो पावर ग्रिड प्रिफर्ड पिक रहेगी। ऊपर में हमें लगता है कि 323 एक टारगेट एरिया है इन द शॉर्ट टू मीडियम टर्म। तो अगर जो इनके पास तीन तीन महीने का नजरिया है तो 323 330 के टारगेट्स के लिए पावर ग्रिड करंट स्रोत से लॉन्ग करने की सलाह हम दे सकते हैं। 278 280 278 का एक स्टॉप लॉस जरूर लगाए अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट पे। तो पावर ग्रिड प्रिफर्ड पिक रहेगी।
ओके, चलिए इन दोनों में से आपको प्रेफर्ड पिक पता चल गई है हमारे गेस्ट की, और उस हिसाब से अवधीश आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास माही का सवाल आया है। लिखते हैं, हाय साक्षी, हेलो माही, हाउ आर यू। माही लिखते हैं कि वेल्सपन एंटरप्राइजेस एंड लॉरस लैब्स दोनों में करंट प्राइस पर एंटर करना चाहते हैं फॉर द नेक्स्ट 1 year. डू यू थिंक इट इज एडवाइजेबल? लॉरस लैब्स हैज बीन शोइंग अस सम मोमेंटम and Welspun Enterprises today is 1/4% down at 503. Let's actually stretch the charts of both these stocks to see how the stocks have been performing of late. If we look at Welspun Enterprises and look at the last 6 months chart, it's been absolutely subdued. Last 1 year also sideways momentum, but a 14% surge has happened. It's been very periodic for the company, but from the peak of about 646, 647 seen in January also, there has been quite a bit of correction. वेल्सपन एंटरप्राइजेस लेना हो या फिर लॉरस लैब्स, दोनों में से कहाँ एडवाइस रहेगी आपकी?
देखिए दोनों के चार्ट्स पे अभी जो ट्रेंड है वो पॉजिटिव ही है। अगर जो मेरे को एक प्रिफर्ड पिक चुनना है तो आई विल गो फॉर लॉरस लैब्स, क्योंकि उसमें हमें एकदम रिसेंटली में अप मूव देखने को मिल सकता है टुवर्ड द लेवल ऑफ 665 से लेके 690 तक का एक अप मूव देखने को मिल सकता है। वेस्टर्न एंटरप्राइज में अभी प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर थोड़ा रेंज बाउंड और आगे जाते हुए हमें एंटिसिपेट कर रहे हैं कि वहाँ पे रेंज बाउंड प्राइस एक्शन हो सकता है। लेकिन लॉरस लैब्स में हमें लगता है कि जो स्ट्रक्चर है वो कंसोलिडेशन ऑलरेडी 4-5 महीना हो गया है, तो उसमें कंसोलिडेशन अभी मेच्योर हो गया और वो अपसाइड की तरफ एक ब्रेकडाउन देने के लिए ब्रेकअप देने के लिए अभी रेडी है। तो प्रिफर्ड पिक लॉरस लैब्स की रहेगी। दोनों के स्ट्रक्चर अच्छे हैं।
ओके, गॉट दैट। चलिए यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी है। नेक्स्ट हम लेते हैं सवाल। ये है जय रमी रेड्डी गुरम का सवाल। ही सेइंग, आई एम लुकिंग फॉर अ डिविडेंड फ्रॉम फॉलोइंग शेयर्स, which one is the best one to invest? There is Shreem Invit, Altius Telecom, IRB Invit एंड 5 कैपिटल इंफ्रा ट्रस्ट। ज़्यादातर इन्होंने इन्विट्स में निवेश किया है और ये डिविडेंड्स के तौर पर निवेश करना चाहते हैं कि इनको डिविडेंड का बेनिफिट मिले। क्या आप इनमें से किसी भी शेयर को ट्रैक करते हैं जतिन, और कहीं सजेस्ट करना चाहेंगे जो इन्विट रिलेटेड स्टॉक्स हैं, श्रीम इन्विट, एल्टियस टेलीकॉम, आईआरबी इन्विट या फिर 5 कैपिटल इंफ्रा?
I'm sorry, but I don't track these from an dividend perspective. But अगर जो उनको stocks में apart from whatever he has asked for, one suggestion that we can give from our end is that some of these stocks like IOC, Coal India have a very good dividend yield even at current levels. So if he is looking from apart from InvIT, then he should consider stocks like IOC, Coal India, which are giving attractive dividend yields even at current market price. So from a stock market perspective or from a stocks perspective, IOC and Coal India can be considered.
ठीक है, तो अगर स्टॉक्स में आपको डिविडेंड प्ले करना है तो आईओसी या फिर कोल इंडिया आपको बेहतर पिक्स यहाँ पर रख सकते हैं जहाँ पर आप निवेश कर सकते हैं। ये राय हमारे गेस्ट की। मीनवाइल वील आल्सो ट्राई एंड टेक सम अदर व्यूज ऑन द डिविडेंड प्ले एज फार एज सम ऑफ आवर फंडामेंटल गेस्ट्स आर आल्सो कंसर्न ऑन योर क्वेरी। Maurya says, I am from Bengaluru. I need an outlook on Grasim shares. I already hold 2500 put option for the June series on Grasim. So what is the strategy that you would advise? Complete trading in the put option side for June 2500 put option?
Yeah, he should continue to hold, and he should keep a stop loss of 26.40. So if in the spot, if the prices go about 26.40, then he will have to consider closing his a put option, because then the trend will be against him. So at this point of time, he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss of 26.40 on spot levels.
Okay, got that. I hope you got the strategy there. Maurya, please do listen to our guest, follow that, and let us know if that worked for you well. Let's look at some questions coming in on our WhatsApp as well. Satyan writes in. He says, I'm interested to invest in Sundaram fasteners for about 1 to 2 years time frame, depending on the kind of rally that I can see. And I also want to switch from the current investment of JSW Energy, which I have been holding since 1 year from 520 odd levels. So, is it advisable to switch from JSW Energy to Sundaram Fasteners at this point in time, Jatin?
Yeah, see, in the case of Sundaram Fasteners, the stock has corrected almost 50% from all-time highs, and thereafter we are seeing, a trend reversal on the chart. So yes, you can consider to switch. On the upside, the immediate target that we are seeing is around 1100 on the way up, and the crucial support is placed around 970. Yeah, so risk reward is 1:1. You can consider switching from JSW to Sundaram Fasteners.
Okay, got that. I hope Satyan this has answered your query as well. You can switch there and you can actually see better profits on Sundaram Fasteners. Next we have Rupesh Agarwal writing in. He wants to know about Apollo Microsystems. 1000 shares is what he has at the rate of 158, but he has a short term view only. We have been seeing defense stocks continuously performing, and Apollo Micro also reported its numbers recently. Any suggestion on this stock? 158 is the level at which he is bought.
Yeah, so the stock is currently trading around 175 odd levels, up 12% in today's trading session. So I think he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss. On the upside. 196 is the immediate hurdle level that we are seeing. So it's a decent amount of 8 to 9% of up move even from current levels.
Correct.
The crucial support is at 161. So 161 or even 165 is the stop loss level that one should keep for his long position. So continue to hold with a target price of 196 on the upside, and 165 should be kept as a stop loss.
Okay, fair point. Hopefully, this has answered your question well. Shrikant writes in from Mysore on our WhatsApp number. He says, Hi, ma'am, I have 2100 shares of NTPC bought at the rate of 348.5. Is there any chance of making profits, or should I book my losses here? Well, you're just about 8 rupees away from your own purchase price right now. 340 is the current level. Let's find out whether maybe extending a horizon to really look at better signs of profits is something that you will have to adopt. 2100 shares of NTPC bought at 348. The stock is 340 right now. So, not very far from the purchase price. What would you advise on this one?
In fact, I would advise to add more at current levels. The reason I'm saying is that it has formed a triangle pattern, and currently it's in the last leg of that pattern. So I am expecting a move towards 370 to even 390 from an immediate 1 month perspective. So I think he should continue to hold, if possible, add more at current levels. If not possible to add more, then don't square off. Continue to hold. I am expecting a breakout 370 to 390 on the upside. So please continue to hold. On the downside, I would suggest if the stock slips below 324, only then you should consider exiting his current position.
Okay, in fact, it's advisable to hold on, add at more lower levels, only consider exiting when the stock has broken 324 odd levels. Right now, you're still in a comfortable zone. That's the advice that's being given to you. Let's take another question. This one is from Nancy. She says, Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Nancy. She asks, can I buy Vishal Mega Mart at the current market price, and what could be a short term target? I don't think there would be very long term charts historically for this one with you. But for the data that you have, would you be able to advise on this one?
See, Vishal Mega Mart is currently trading at 22. If I'm seeing at the current, uh,
Yes, let me just pull up the stock for all our viewers also to see the stock in our, it's at 126 currently. VMM is the code that you will find this at the current levels. And in the last, say, 1 month odd, you have actually seen a momentum pick up in place from about, I would say, 107 odd levels to all the way up to 126. Any suggestion on this one?
yeah, see, the stock has been consolidating between 117 and 130 on the upside since last 4 weeks. So we believe that this consolidation is forming a base for the next leg of the up move. Now, as far as his holding is concerned, I think he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss of 117 on the downside. On the upside, we are expecting levels of 135 to even 144 from a short term perspective. So I think he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss of 117.
Okay, got that. Hopefully, Nancy, this is something that you've got that down as the advice that's been shared with you. We have Ankur Modi's question coming in. He wants to know about two stocks, PG Electroplast and Cello World at the current levels for the long term. PG Electroplast has been in news because of the block deal that's taken place, and that's why the stock has been, kind of volatile. Today it's up by 4.5%. Yesterday there was some pressure. And the other one is Cello World. From the current levels for the long term, where do you see, better prospects of making more better profits?
I think PG Electroplast would be the preferred pick because it has been in an uptrend. The stock has been under consolidation since December or late December. So 4 or 5 months of consolidation has already happened. In the meanwhile, Cello has witnessed a deep correction. So from a technical bullish structure point of view, PG Electroplast has a bullish structure. It has been consolidating. So I think he should consider PG Electroplast between the two. In terms of levels, 1050 is our expected target on the upside, and on the downside, the crucial support is placed around 680. So at current levels, the risk reward favors PGEL, and also the price structure is suggesting that it has a more bullish structure in comparison with both of them. So PG Electroplast should be the preferred.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question well. Let's take in another question. This one is from Vinod Chaudhary. He says, Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, Vinod. He wants to average time Technoplast. He's holding some shares at 330 levels, and he wants to actually buy more for the next 3 to 5 years, and he wants to know whether it is the right time to average these stocks. He has a 3 to 5 year time horizon, so the vision is pretty long.
The name of the stock is Prime Technoplast.
Time Technoplast, that's right.
Time.
376 is the current level, 1% down in trade.
Yeah, see, from a medium term perspective, the stock has witnessed a decent amount of correction since last
Yeah,
3 to 4 months.
correct.
Thereafter, it is witnessing the signs of revival. So, from a medium to long term perspective, yes, this dip should be considered as a buying opportunity. The crucial support for the stock is placed around 336 odd levels, and the hurdle or the resistance is around 440. So I think the risk reward is favorable for going long or accumulating at current levels for target of 440 from a medium term perspective. Having said that, he should keep a stop loss of 335 for his holdings.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out in understanding what your strategy should be. Taking another one, this one is from Nikhil Das. He says, Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, Nikhil. He says, should I look at Tata Motors at the current levels for a period of 2 years? The stock, we do know, has recovered a tad bit from the recent consolidated levels, is now hovering around 720 odd levels. Do you think this is the right time to look at Tata Motors if somebody has a 2 year horizon?
Yeah, definitely. I think from a 2 year horizon period, if the investor invests 25% at current levels, and go on adding if the stock slips, because overall we believe that the trend for Tata Motors has reversed in the short term. It has witnessed a decent amount of correction from all time highs, so it's a value pick at current levels, and also the price structure is indicating a positive stance in the short to medium term. So yes, from a 2 year horizon, one can start accumulating at current levels. The immediate target or the resistance area on the upside is around 825, and this crucial support is around 660. Yeah, so it's a good risk reward or a favorable risk reward to start accumulating Tata Motors.
Okay, got that. Well, of course, we have been seeing all those points, and I hope you have noted that down too. One more question that's coming in is from Avdish. He says, Suzlon 80 पे लिया हुआ है सर, तो अभी क्या करना चाहिए Suzlon पर?
The stock has broken out from a flat pattern on the weekly charts. Today it's up around 4%. I believe that 80 levels should definitely be on the cards in the next 1.5 month or 2 month perspective. Uh, we are expecting even higher levels in the case of Suzlon. So continue to hold. I'm expecting a three-digit figure from a 3 month kind of a perspective. So continue to hold on. The stop loss level or the support level is placed at 60, that is the 20-day average. So continue to hold with a stop loss placed at 60.
Okay, got that. Another question that he has is Syncom formulation. क्या ये शेयर आप ट्रैक करते हैं Syncom formulation का? इस पर आदेश ने बहुत ही लो प्राइस पर खरीदा हुआ है. आई थिंक 12 रुपीज़ के भाव पर ये खरीदा हुआ है, और अभी भी अगर हम देखें तो इसका शेयर 22 रुपये के आसपास है. तो लो प्राइस टिकट स्टॉक है ये कम्प्लीटली. पिछले 5 दिनों में हालांकि एक मोमेंटम में आया है 14% तक के आसपास, और एक महीने में 34% का एक जंप देखने को मिला है.
देखिए, अगर जो ये स्टॉक की बात करूँ तो अगर जो पैटर्न वाइज देखें तो एक कॉम्प्लेक्स करेक्टिव पैटर्न नीचे अराउंड 14 रुपीज के आसपास जाके कंप्लीट हुआ है, और फिर से यहाँ से एक नेक्स्ट लेग ऑफ अपमूव स्टार्ट हो गया है, जो ये स्टॉक को 27.9 यानी कि 28 रुपये तक लेके जा सकता है. मिनिमम 28 रुपये तक की अपसाइड तो हमें दिख रही है करंट भाव से, जो कि ऑल टाइम हाईज के करीब है, और हमें लगता है कि वहां से भी और आगे चल सकता है. लेकिन 28 रुपये के आसपास जब भी आए तो वहां पे थोड़ा हमें रेजिस्टेंस देखने मिल सकता है. तो उन्होंने जो बाइंग किया है वो होल्ड कर सकते हैं, कंटिन्यू टू होल्ड. और उसमें एक ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस यानी कि एक सपोर्ट लेवल जो अभी बन रहा है वो 20 रुपए के आसपास बन रहा है. तो 20 रुपए के ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस के साथ होल्ड करने की सलाह रहेगी 28 रुपए के टारगेट.
Okay, got that. Let's take some other questions. Okay, Avnish Chaudhary writes in. He says, "Hi Sakshi, hi Avnish." He says, "सारे स्टॉक्स मेरे पोर्टफोलियो के रिकवर हो चुके हैं, लेकिन इरेडा नहीं रिकवर हुआ है क्योंकि 198 पर ख़रीदा हुआ था और अभी भी 170 पर है, और काफ़ी एक 1 मंथ से अप डाउन चले जा रहा है तब से. तो यहाँ पर क्या फ्यूचर आउटलुक है?" अवनीश, आपने सही कहा, क्योंकि पहले मैं जानती हूँ आप काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिफेंस, रेलवेज़ के स्टॉक्स के बारे में भी पता करते थे. स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली सभी स्टॉक्स में आपको अपने भाव देखने को मिले होंगे. इरिडा डेफिनेटली हैज़ टेस्टेड सम पेशेंस एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम. क्या सलाह रहेगी यहाँ पर? 198 पर ख़रीदा हुआ है इरिडा को, क्या कुछ रिकवरी के आसार हैं? क्या एवरेजिंग करने की सलाह बनेगी या फिर होल्ड करके ही रखें अपने पोजीशन?
नहीं, अगर जो ये स्टॉक ने ज़्यादा अप्रूव नहीं किया है तो इट मीन्स कि इट इज़ अंडर परफॉर्मिंग, तो उसमें एवरेजिंग की सलाह नहीं दूंगा बिल्कुल. लेकिन हमें लगता है कि जो 198 200 के आसपास के जो लेवल्स हैं वो हमें अगले 1 से 2 महीने में देखने को मिल सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये स्टॉक जो है वो एक कंसोलिडेशन फेज में है. 180 का जो लेवल है, 180 के लेवल पे 40 दिन का एवरेज है, यानी कि 200 दिन का एवरेज है, तो वो एक रेजिस्टेंस प्रोवाइड कर रहा है। उसके ऊपर 180 182 के ऊपर सस्टेन कर जाता है तो हमें लगता है कि एक शार्प मूव हमने को देखने को मिल सकती है, लेकिन उसके लिए 182 के लेवल्स के ऊपर सस्टेन करना बहुत ही जरूरी होगा। आई थिंक जो इन्वेस्टर ने इरेडा बाय किया हुआ है उनको एक मैं सलाह दूंगा कि आप कंटिन्यू करिए होल्ड करने के लिए, और उसमें एक 163 का स्टॉप लॉस लगा के होल्ड करें। अगर जो 163 टूट जाता है तो थोड़ा लॉस लेके एग्जिट कर लीजिए, लेकिन एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम हमें लगता है कि होल्ड करना चाहिए।
ओके, गॉट दैट। उम्मीद करते हैं यहाँ पर आपको राय मिल गई होगी। 12:25, जतिन, लेट्स डिस्कस सम ऑफ योर चॉइस stocks as well. Where are you really getting incrementally bullish on? Have you selected some stocks for your clients of late?
Yeah, see, in the immediate short term, we are liking JSW Infra. So JSW Infra का अगर जो मैं एक वीकली चार्ट देखूं तो हमें लगता है कि पिछले 6-7 हफ्तों से ये एक कंसोलिडेशन में ट्रेड कर रहा है, और जो प्राइस पैटर्न बना है वो एक ट्रायंगल पैटर्न के फॉर्म में बना हुआ है। करंटली एकदम लोअर स्तरों पे, यानी कि लास्ट लेग ऑफ द पैटर्न में है। तो हमें लगता है कि आने वाले 1 से 2 महीने में ये 313 से लेके 331 तक का भी एक मूव हमें देखने को मिल सकता है। और इसमें एक सपोर्ट लेवल जो बन रहा है वो करीब तकरीबन 275 के आसपास लग रहा है। तो हमें लगता है कि रिस्क रिवॉर्ड बहुत ही अच्छा है, फेवरेबल है लॉन्ग करने के लिए। जेएसडब्ल्यू इंफ्रा में पैटर्न अच्छा बना है, तो हमें लगता है कि एक ब्रेकआउट एक एंटिसिपेट कर रहे हैं हम ये स्टॉक में। तो करंट स्तरों से बाई करने की सलाह रहेगी जेएसडब्ल्यू इंफ्रा में 315 और 330 के टारगेट के लिए।
Okay, got that. Let's take one more question then, Jatin, before we let you go. We have this question coming in from one of our viewers again on our YouTube platform itself. This one is from Namita Arora. Okay, Namita's question is fundamental. We'll take it with our next guest. We'll take this question from Arun Kumar Gupta. Arun Kumar says, good afternoon. I've got GAIL shares, that's Gas Authority of India shares, at 186 rupees per share. And the other one that I have is Geo Finance. So, two stocks really. One is GAIL at 186 and Geo Finance shares bought at 290. For the long term and short term both, he wants a suggestion on both these stocks if you could please help him with.
Yeah, see, first of all, in the case of Geo Finance, he has bought it slightly at elevated levels because it's currently trading at the resistance of 297 to 300. So I suggest to keep a stop loss of 285 for his positions in Geo Finance, because if that is broken, then the next support level comes in at around only 270. So, from a Geo Finance, risk reward is not favorable at current levels. So, if he wants to buy, then buy at dips around 270. Otherwise, he has already bought, then he should continue to hold with a trailing stop loss of 285. The other stock is, sorry, I forgot it.
So basically, he actually wanted to ask about geofinance, which you've already answered. And the next one that Arun Kumar Gupta wanted to ask is on GAIL, that's Gas Authority of India, bought at 186 odd levels, where he has 1000 shares.
Yeah, so Gas Authority of India has, after 3 to 4 weeks of consolidation, started the next leg of the up move, which can continue towards 209 to 211 odd levels. So he should continue to hold, and on the downside, the crucial support that it has broken out from is 192. So keep a stop loss of 192 for target of 209 to 211.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also answered your question. And in the end, Jatin, if you could help us understand for tomorrow, particularly for the expiry day, what is the suggestion that you have for traders specifically?
Yeah, so as far as the monthly options chain is concerned, there is a diff at the 25,000 mark. So I believe that 25,000 mark is unlikely to be broken out on the upside, despite having positive global clues. The Nifty is consolidating still within that broader range. So I believe that today or tomorrow, for that matter, we should likely to consolidate within this range of 24 600 to 25,000 on the upside. So it is more likely to be a range bound expiry in today's tomorrow's trading session, and we are expecting expiry around 24,900 odd levels.
Okay, got that. Let's take this question, one more last question that we will take with you, Jatin, I promise. This one is from Kalpesh Patel. He's from Mumbai, and he says he's also written a song for FIIs and retailers. And he says the situation right now is that इधर चला मैं उधर चला जाने कहाँ FIIs चला अब रिटेलर फंस गया ये एक्सपायरी ये तूने क्या किया ये उन्होंने लिखा है बहुत बढ़िया लाइंस लिखी हैं आपने कल्पेश जी और करंट सिनेरियो को काफ़ी अच्छी तरीके से समझाया है जिस तरीके से FIIs के पोजीशंस को देखते हुए रिटेलर्स अपनी स्ट्रैटेजीज बना रहे हैं और एक तो सवाल इनका वोडाफोन आइडिया पर भी है जहाँ पर ये शॉर्ट पोजीशन रखकर चल रहे हैं जतिन ₹7 के भाव पर ₹7.30 के भाव पर टारगेट इनका ₹4 है डू यू थिंक दैट कैन हैपन
उनको स्टॉप लॉस ट्रेल कर लेना चाहिए ₹7.80 पे। ₹7.80 अगर जो निकलता है तो वहां पे 20 वीक का एवरेज है, तो अगर जो 20 वीक का एवरेज के ऊपर सस्टेन करता है तो हमें लगता है कि कुछ पॉजिटिव न्यूज आ सकता है। बहुत ही ओवरसोल्ड है ये स्टॉक, तो थोड़ा इसमें शॉर्ट बने रहना थोड़ा रिस्क रिवॉर्ड पर्सपेक्टिव से फेवरेबल नहीं लग रहा है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बहुत ओवरसोल्ड है। कभी भी एक बाउंस बैक आ सकता है, तो एक सजेशन रहेगा ₹7.80 पे अपना स्टॉप लॉस लगाए और कंटिन्यू करे होल्ड करना। अगर जो ₹7.80 निकल जाता है तो एक बार के लिए एग्जिट कर ले पोजीशन।
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. I hope this has answered your question, Kalpesh. Thank you so much, Jatin. Good to have you with us on the show and help all our viewers out with all the guidance that you share and the outlook on the markets as well. Thanks a lot for sharing all that view. Let's quickly
Thank you
look
so
at
much.
how the markets are shaping up before we welcome our next guest on the show to take the rest of your questions, viewers. Markets still about 0.2% lower on the Nifty, but it's the PSU banks, IT, small and mid caps, real estate, financial services, oil and gas that are holding up in trade as of now. PSU stocks, you have BHEL that's doing well today, 3% up. BEL also about 2% higher. You have real stocks that are doing well. You know, RVNL, IRFC, Railtel, JWL, Titagarh, these are all the stocks that are actually doing well in trade. LIC is now up 6.8%. Remember, after the earnings that have come in, it's the top mover on the F&O space, LIC. You have Indus Towers that's also rallying in trade right now. So that's another one. In fact, in the life insurance business, when we are seeing LIC on the top zone as far as F&O is concerned, HDFC Life is pulling up 1% higher in the Nifty space as well. Time to welcome our next guest. We have Kranti Batini, Director of Research at Wealth Mill Securities, now joining in. Warm welcome to you, Mr. Batini. Good afternoon to you. Good to have you with us yet again. We'll start off with your market view. And we want to understand, you know, how have you navigated through these volatile last few days that we have been seeing in the markets, and do you see only an impact of the expiry, and do you think again June series will be as good as what we've seen in the May series or better?
Sakshi, good afternoon to you. Yeah, markets are in a consolidation phase, but
Yeah.
they're trending in a positive bias. Of course, one thing we need to also consider, we have run up a lot in the past 45 trading sessions. We went tested the range of 25,500 range. From there onwards, markets are in a range bound on an average. The Nifty range is coming to 1,000 points range at this moment. But what I believe is this is the downside is capped. There is a limited downside for the market, most probably 17,750. That's where we can see some kind of a recovery. That's what we can expect in the market. But any dip on Indian market, I want to reiterate, it's definitely a very good opportunity for the investors as well as the short-term traders also. And we had a very good earnings season, and we are at the fag end of the earnings season. By and large, absolutely there were negative surprises, and even the names like LIC has been coming out of the coming out of the woods, and stocks like LIC also trending at this point of time. Uh, what we can see at this point of time, Sakshi, going ahead, there are news, okay, that are by and large from the international destinations, especially from US, that are going to dominate the markets, and market is going to uh, witness the wild swings because of the overseas events rather than the domestic events. The domestic environment and macros are quite conducive to the markets at this point of time, Sakshi.
Okay, got that. All right, let's look at some of the questions that are coming in then, Mr. Batini, from our viewers today for you. Lots of viewers are joining in on our YouTube as well as on our WhatsApp, sending in their queries. We'll take the first question. This is from Vivek from Kerala. He says, how are you, Sakshi? I'm very well, Vivek. Good to hear from you, and I hope the same for you. His question is on the railway sector. He says, can we see a rally in railway sector from here on? And if yes, then what are the one or two stocks that actually I can look at for the next 6 months?
Sakshi, he should not tag the railway stocks with a 6 months perspective. In fact, if you see the railway stocks, if you understand the long-term dynamics of these railway stocks, last 3 years and 4 years, these stocks have been the multi-baggers for many of the investors. So the theme is a long-term theme. It's not a overnight theme which trends here and there. Still, there is a potential upside is there, but at this point of time, they are fully priced in with respect to the current earnings are concerned. But there is a immense potential upside for these companies over a period of time. He can. There are sometimes there can be wild swings because of the market volatilities in the railway stocks, because of these stocks have run up a lot in the past 3 years. If we have a time horizon more than 1 year, the railway stocks are best suitable for him. He can buy the names like RVNL and Railtel, Titagar Wagons. These are the stocks he can keep for the longer term. Most probably, he need to increase his investment horizon than looking at these stocks at the short term. Short term, he want to do. He need to have a strict trailing stop loss, and he can sail through the momentum.
Okay, got that. Momita also writes in from Kolkata. She says, hi Sakshi, I need an opinion on a fresh entry in two stocks. One is Bombay Stock Exchange and the other one is Paras Defense from the defense stocks in general. How would you advise me on both these stocks? Okay, Mr. Patini, BSE we all know has actually undergone a bonus split of late, and that's why it's also leading to a lot of other investors now looking at a fresh, looking at much lesser optical prices of 2417 for a fresh investments on BSE. And Paras Defense, we've been seeing how in the last few weeks of a rally, the stock has shot up already. How would you advise, sir?
Sakshi, with respect to BSC is concerned, I see it's fully priced in stock at this moment post the bonus
Okay,
issue.
okay.
So, but on a medium to longer term perspective, definitely it's a buy and dip kind of a stock, given the kind of heightened activity what we are witnessing in the stock markets, and BSC have the much more legs to rally some more further. We are seeing a very heightened activity in NSE unlisted space also. That's also reflecting the exuberance of these exchange stocks are concerned. Uh, Paras Defense, for a medium to longer term perspective, definitely she can add Paras Defense on dips.
Okay, let's take another question, and this one is from Namita Arora. She says, hi Sakshi, could you please advise me on Voltam Transformers? Is it a good stock fundamentally? I want to know. Mr. Patini, have you studied Voltam Transformers in detail? How do you think within the power space the company is placed?
Sakshi, with respect to the power space is concerned, there is still immense value left in the power space. So Voltamp transformers is one of the key beneficiary. The stock can be added at dips going ahead. Probably the stock after touching a 14,000 level, it has corrected to the range of the current level. Anything below 8,000 looks attractive to me to make an entry into this stock.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question. Let's take another one. Lots of questions coming in on our YouTube again. We have this question from Kamlesh Narkere. He says, "Hi Sakshi, I want to know about largely the auto-related stocks, Bajaj Auto, Hero Moto, Escorts Kubota. What should be my buying level if I have a 4-year kind of a time frame?" So in absolute long term, he is looking at within two wheelers, he's chosen Bajaj or Hero, and Escorts Kubota as well within the auto pack. Where do you find more confidence when one has to really invest in for the long term, sir?
He selected the long-term theme, Sakshi. But with respect to auto two-wheeler space is concerned, there can be a subdued kind of performance for next couple of quarters. But given the kind of long-term investment he is looking, any dip in Bajaj Auto at this range, he can start adding Bajaj Auto in a very staggered manner. He can go.
Okay. Let's take another one. This one is from one of our viewers, Nikhil. He wants to know, is SBI good to consider for the current levels as a fresh buy? If I have to look at a 2-year time frame, is State Bank of India good at this point?
Sakshi, in terms of the valuation at the current range of 800 level, it looks compelling since he have a time horizon of at 2 years. He can start adding SBI in his portfolio.
Okay, got that. Vinita Gupta says, I need a view on Hind Copper and E-Pack Durable. Could you advise her on either of the stocks or both, sir? Where do
Uh,
you find at the current levels investment can be done?
Sakshi, Hind Copper have given on a year-on-year basis. The profits are good. The stock is earning traction is very good for Hind Copper.
Okay,
She
okay.
can add Hind Copper at this range also. She can start adding. EPAC is concerned on a year-on-year basis. The electric domestic make in India and also the kind of white good manufacturing what they're doing. It's progressing very well. It's on track. The stock has been a strong multiplier after post its IPO. The stock touched a range of 600 levels and now consolidating around 350 to 400 range. She can start adding EPAC at this price range, Sachi.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question well. Taking the next one, this one is from Mohit from Ludhiana. He says, good afternoon. I want to know about SAIL, that Steel Authority of India Limited. I'm holding about 500 shares at the rate of 104. Although my time horizon is 3 years, could you please guide me if this is the right space that I am in?
Yeah, since we have a long time horizon of 3 years, sale at these valuations look attractive to me also, Sakshi. But
Okay.
since he need to have some more patience, it's not a glamour or a momentous kind of a stock. It's going to test the patience before it delivers.
Yeah.
So since he have a fixed time horizon of 3 years, he can add. It looks decent at these valuations.
Okay, got that. Let's take some more questions. This one is from Somalia Biswas. He is from Kolkata and he says, hello, I have 200 shares of SJVN in my portfolio. My price is 101. I want to know about what is the time horizon that I should hold on to this stock and a target as well that I can expect on SJVN from the renewable energy basket, sir.
Sakshi, with respect to the SJVN is concerned, it is by and large a hydro centric kind of a business. The revenues
Okay.
comes especially in the monsoon season and also the first 2 quarters normally, okay, their earnings traction is going to be good. At the current valuation of 103, it's look attractive to me in the medium to longer term perspective. He can start adding SJVN in his portfolio. The stock had a decent correction after it touching a level of 160. So at this range, he can start adding. And there is a due for a PSU sector rally. If that takes place as early as possible, he can enjoy the ride.
Okay, got that. Let's look at some other questions that are coming in. This question is from Silas. Silas wants to know on Sky Gold. where he's invested in 455 shares at a price of 331. Time horizon being 1 to 2 years perspective. Now, Mr. Patini, we did see that Sky Gold really rallied quite a bit when the gold prices initially started to move quite a bit. In fact, in 2024 also, it was one of the stocks that really, garnered a lot of wealth for investors with the kind of returns that came in. How would you look at Sky Gold right now?
Sakshi, the stock had was in a momentum zone, and in fact, the stock has almost rallied from a range of 100 to it touched a range of 500 levels also. Now it's in a consolidation phase right now. I believe the jewelry players, all the including all the players, they we can expect some kind of a consolidation for these stocks. The revenues have been coming and the profitable coming at a flattish note, even the profitability also at a flattish note. Uh, any dip in the stock one can add, but it takes some time more, some more time to get the earlier momentum zone kind of a stuff at this point of time.
Okay. Taking the next question now. This one is from Rishabh Agarwal from Maharashtra. Rishabh says, I have PG Electroplast shares, sir. 1150 quantity at the rate of 905. Results were also good. What exactly should I do with this stock now? How would you advise on this? Of course, there's been block deals as well.
Yes, actually, there's a similar kind of a stock. This stock also have been a
Hmm.
multi-bagger. In fact, the stock has a 3x kind of returns it has given. Any stock that gives a 3, 4x kind of a return in a single year tend to have some kind of consolidation that has been taking place at this point of time. Still, the stock is at this point of time, it's fully priced in, given the kind of current earning traction is concerned. But there are much more legs for the rally for this stock. So he can hold on. In fact, any dip in the stock, he can try to add and accumulate for a medium to longer term perspective.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question. Let's take the next one. This one is from Komal from Bengaluru. Komal says, Hi Sakshi. Hello Komal. Should I buy Ratan India Enterprises at the current levels? And if I want to invest in it, say for a short term of 3 months, what is the kind of target that I can expect? Again, those stocks which are very momentum oriented stocks, sir. Ratan India Enterprises 46, 47 odd levels. Do you think it augurs well for the next 3 months?
Sakshi, the stock always, whenever the drone theme or electric vehicle theme, two-wheeler theme that do surfaces, these kind of stocks tend to get highlighted by the investors and traders. I don't see it is just for a momentum kind of a stock. I don't see some kind of a significant traction in terms of their earnings are concerned in the medium to short term. So she can have a trailing stop loss of trailing stop loss around 40 levels, and
Okay.
she can enter into this stock.
Okay, got that. So,
Purely momentum kind of a stock.
yeah, absolutely. So I hope that you've taken that down and definitely look at the prospects there and follow the advice that's been shared. Vikas Ahuja writes in, he says, Hi Sakshi, can I take a fresh entry in BLS International? Again, for a short term horizon, sir. 3 to 4 months view is what our viewer Vikas Ahuja has. Mostly on the travel tourism buzz. How would you look at it? Summer vacation starting now. BLS International, do you think it will be a benefit?
In terms of the earning traction is concerned, Sakshi, BLS International, last 24 months have been a very good months for BLS International. What they're going to do is majorly the processing of visas for many of the countries, especially the European region is concerned. Uh, and also they have some kind of a portfolio towards Canada also that keep on impacting their earnings. Uh, for a 3 years months perspective, it can be very difficult this stock. Okay, one need to have a much longer horizon for this stock to make any kind of serious entry.
Okay, got that. Let's take just one last question, and this one is from Vinod. He says, hi ma'am, I want to thank Kranti sir for Axis Kids Engineering that he suggested. I got 100% profit in this stock, and I want to now take my capital out of the profits. I want to understand from him, can I go ahead with that or should I continue to hold on? Congratulations to you, Mr. Batini, and thank you so much for guiding our viewers well. 100% profit on your guidance is what our viewer Vinod has made. How would you advise him?
First of all, hats off to his patience. He is holding in this kind of market. Yeah, as a single norm, Sakshi, okay, given the kind of volatility these markets are offering, whenever an investor makes 100% profits, okay, it's better to take some profit from the table. He can take back his capital and remaining sit back and enjoy it. Okay, there are much more legs to this stock, and watch the development closely. The stock has been progressing in terms of its price momentum and also in terms of the results are concerned, and also taking the advantage of defense as well as technological advancements.
Okay, got that. We have one or two more questions, so we'll quickly squeeze them in, Mr. Batini. One is from Renu Jaiswal. She wants to know about Mafang ETF and wants to know whether retail investors can look at investing in ETFs like Mafang and whether they can benefit from, global exposure by investing in such ETFs.
As for the global ETFs are concerned, Sakshi, uh, see, what investor need to have, okay, what kind of diversification they want to make. Okay, by and large, I'm quite bullish with respect to the domestic Indian markets rather than looking at the overseas markets. One need to consult their personal financial advisor to do these kind of diversifications. It should not be frenzy. If the India exposure is very much high for the investor, then there is nothing wrong diversifying some kind of a part of the portfolio to the global assets.
Okay, got that. I hope this has answered your question. Next, we have this Ratna Prabha writing in. She says, hi Sakshi, can you give me a view on Lupin and why the stock has actually failed to rally after the results, which have largely come in positive? From the pharma pack, large cap Lupin, what would you advise, sir?
Sakshi, she can hold the stock. Okay, the stock has uh, given a past 1 year returns are good. Okay, it's fully priced in stock, but there are overhangs of the US and India bilateral treaty. Okay, that's also we need to see in the coming months. Okay, that gives more clarity for the pharmaceutical exports are concerned. That's the overhang that has been laying for the pharmaceutical stocks in the medium to short term. She can hold Lupin.
Okay, got that. Hold on to Lupin. That's the view that's coming in. Okay, we also have, I think, just one last query. This one is from Jay Shiv. He wants to know about Sri Renuka sugar at 48 levels. What would you advise?
In terms of sugar, Sakshi, it looks the sugar sector and the stocks are becoming sweeter at this point of time. If the investor or a trader is a high risk appetite investor, he can start adding Sri Lanka sugars at this range.
Okay, start adding Sri Renuka sugar at this range is what the advice in. Jay Rami Reddy also wants to know about John Cockerill India. I don't know, sir, if you've been tracking this stock at all. John Cockerill India, he bought it at 6,200 levels, and I do believe that the stock has consolidated quite a bit after those levels. There's an all-time low that we have seen of 2383 on the stock and a high of 6443, and I believe he's bought it towards the higher levels. It's a BSE listed company. Would you be able to advise on this, John Cockerill India?
Yeah, John Cockrell India is Indian subsidiary of a European company, and it got listed on BSE, and he entered at the higher end of the price of the markets. Actually, they had a decent quarter, and the current news is the company is planning to enter into the nuclear power space. That looks very interesting for this company, and they are already their parent. companies in Europe, they already have the technical collaboration with respect to nuclear power is concerned. So he can hold on to the stock. In fact, at this price range, he can start accumulating this stock for a time horizon more than 1 2 years. He can definitely add this stock.
Okay, got that. Well, time to wrap up this edition of Daily Calls then, Mr. Batini. Always a pleasure to have you guide all our viewers on the channel, and thank you so much for being with us on the platform
Thank you,
today.
Sakshi. Always my
Hope you have
pleasure.
thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you have a fantastic time ahead. We'll see you soon on another edition, sir. Time to
Thank you.
wrap up. The markets then, viewers, we are now flat and above 24,800. So that's a good sign again after the entire days of a volatile move towards last part of the session. You've actually seen a pullback from the lowest point of the day, 24,817. Let's see whether we can actually end in the green right ahead of the expiry today. We'll keep you posted with all the coverage continuing on markets. So stay tuned onto Business Today Television. Many thanks for tuning in on this edition of Daily Calls.
India, the world's largest milk producer, is in high-stakes trade talks with the United States of America. But for India's 80 million small dairy farmers, the issue is far more personal than political.